guys, welcome back to the channel. This is HowFast.
How's it going, guys?
So today Derek and I have, it's a rainy Wednesday, and we decided we're going to do a little bit of, try and get a little bit of work done on the car today.
Yeah.
We've actually been doing a lot of investigating between the two of us and some of the challenges that we're going to be facing here. And Derek actually had a couple of concerns that he wanted us to address, and I think it's a pretty good idea. So, well, what was it there that we were talking about?
My issue, always worried about safety, and you guys saw how hard it was for me to get in and out of this car. So, what I'm thinking and what I'd like to do, and what we've kind of discussed, is removing these two bars and just having a single door bar coming along here. Which will give us a lot lower area to have to climb over, trying to get in and out of the car, and also somehow incorporating a door into the panel that we have for here, something that's gonna be easy to open and close, make it get a lot easier to get in and out of the car, safer. And again, we want to have some veterans, first responders, that kind of stuff. Some of them might not be able to get in and out of the cars easy, so it'll make it easier on the passenger side as well when we have the doors that open and close.
Yeah, so actually, so we were saying with our car, we have a bit of that presents a bit of a problem, in that we have basically the doors, the fenders, and everything are all fiberglass and they're all together. But that's not to say they can't be pulled apart. So what Derek and I have kind of have come up with, at least in our minds, in theory, is that we would be able to remove these 2 or 3 bars here, put a diagonal, as Derek had said, and then basically put some U-channels where the door frame that we're going to have to build would then rest inside of, and we'd have to put some sort of pressure sensitive clip at the bottom here that would then be able to be unlatched in case of an emergency. Only in case of an emergency. 99% of the time they would stay on the car. So that's at least what we were thinking about. So what I did is I contacted a chassis builder out of Bell River with the last name Mayu, who was referred to me numerous times. I ended up calling him and speaking to him about some of the challenges, obviously, that we've been talking about. And he says it's totally possible, and that it shouldn't affect the structural integrity of the car. But what we want to know really is, if we do this, are we going to be able to then run this car at Grand Bend or any of these legitimate quarter-mile racetracks that we want to run at? So I've contacted Grand Bend. I've got a hold of their tech department. I'm hoping to get in touch with their one tech in particular named Corey, and hopefully he'll be able to reach out to us and we can talk to him about some of the questions we have, making sure that we're meeting all their requirements so that we can run there safely and repeatedly over and over.
Be able to do what we want to do.
If Derek doesn't feel comfortable being able to get in and out of the car in case of an emergency, that presents a problem, right? So we need to rectify that. And maybe what we're suggesting isn't the right way, but we're hoping that if there is another way to do it, this guy will be the guy to be able to tell us.
I mean, we have our idea, like you said, in theory. This is what we want to do. Might not be doing it the way that we're supposed to. So we'll get in contact with these guys and figure out exactly how we're supposed to do this and get it done. So I think other than that, we were talking about the front suspension. How we would probably determine where the center of the car is. Plan being that we would measure out the top of the roll cage. Somewhere up in here, in the center.
Measuring from sidebar to sidebar and finding the dead center of that cage, and then putting my laser level on the roof, and then casting a line down that should give us a theoretical center of the car. It's of the cage. What that means up here, we don't really know now. So that will tell us a lot. That measurement will tell us a lot about what we need to do to make these tires and wheels and suspension neutral, so that this thing doesn't, so that it goes straight. I'm sure it'll go straight on the gas, but when you let off the gas and the front end dips down, it'll want to turn left real hard. Real hard.
There's a lot going on in this front end that we're not 100% sure exactly how it works and how to adjust things, and this is the challenge now. Trying to figure this out, get this all right, and then move forward on the next project.
Which would probably be, in conjunction with this would be the rear end. So we're going to probably pull one of these tires off tonight. We're curious to get a better look at the suspension and everything that's happening down here underneath the car. I know you guys can't see this really well, it's dark, and these GoPros don't pick up low light stuff really well, but you will get a good look at it once we pull that tire off right there, which is only held on by 2 nuts. So that shouldn't take too long. So we're gonna jump on that right now.
Yep, see you soon, guys.
Okay, so Derek and I were just looking at the rear end here, and we were just kind of discussing the panhard bar and whether that's actually required for a race application like we're using it.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's from what Derek has read up, it's more for cars that are going around tracks, less in straight lines. So we'll probably do a little more research on that, but if that seems to be the case, we'll probably just remove that. I don't think we need it.
Well, if we don't need it, you know, less weight, right?
If anybody knows anything about this panhard bar, please say something.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Also, something that we had spoke about in a couple other videos was the axles, and this one here appears to be out. Okay, all right, here it is. So
Spline.
Here's our splines. Now the question is this a 28 spline? Better make a mark on one and start counting, I guess.
Yeah, you got a sharp. Alright, so 30
spline. Interesting. So I guess the question now becomes, what spline is in our rear end?
Alright guys, so we got the differential out, or the rear end out, I guess. See if she...
Okay, take 2.
Take 2. Alright. Alright guys, so we got the axle out and we got the differential. Let's see if they match up. Courtesy spitting.
Positive engagement?
Positive engagement.
I like it. That's great, man. Okay, so that rear end and those axles will work. Yes.
That is awesome.
That is good news. Good news. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on down there. I mean, like you said, there's really not much going on.
No.
We'll probably just clean that up and then replace the rear shocks. And I want to play with these. If you guys can see that, there's like these very large threaded.
It's like a big set screw.
It looks like a set screw, but I have a feeling it somehow is related to the up and down of the rear end, right? Yeah. Like I don't know if it's really a set screw or more the adjustment itself. Because that one over there is quite a bit higher than this one. Yeah. So I kind of want to take some measurements. I mean, I want to make sure this is level, and I'm going to take some measurements and then lower those and raise them. That'll just give us a good idea what's going on.
Yeah, we have to level the rear end for sure, because you know that side's going to be set. Same thing we were talking about with this the tire tipped in and that one level. That one's probably a little higher, and you never know, that tire might be set a little higher than that one.
Yeah, likely, right?
For the oval track.
Yeah, so we have to get this chassis basically leveled out on right here as it is, you know, corners left and right, front and back. And then we can actually start pulling some measurements off this thing. Yeah. And in the meantime, we were talking about, you know, just some of the body panels and stuff we're going to have to make. We want to remove the battery here. We're going to move it to the back by the fuel cell, and then probably build like a small inner fender well here, just to keep all the crap and rubber that we're going to end up flinging up into there and keep it more contained. So, pretty good night, but...
it was. Yeah, the beers are gone.
Yep.
And it's dark out. Rain finally stopped, so you know the mosquitoes are coming out. It's awesome. Yep. Middle of September, or almost. I guess it was 9/11 today.
Yeah.
Never forget, I guess.
Yeah. And also Alexis's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Alexis.
2001, man. 2001, 9/11.
Yeah. Yep. Oh wow, awesome.
So
that was a good day for you then.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, guys. So we're just going to pick back up on the car here another day, and we'll catch you then.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.